Listening to stories is a powerful way to improve English. It enhances pronunciation, vocabulary, and comprehension while helping you understand natural speech patterns. Stories also train your brain to think in English, making speaking and listening more fluent and confident. By immersing yourself in storytelling, you learn effortlessly and enjoy the process. So, without further ado, let's start with the story. David and Diana Murphy were deeply in love. They had been together since high school, sharing dreams, struggles, and an unbreakable bond. David was an architect, passionate about designing buildings that would stand the test of time. Diana was a real estate agent, always supporting him, believing in his talent. They had built a life together, one filled with love and laughter, but also struggles. They had recently bought a beautiful house in California, a place they had dreamed of for years. It was perfect, until the economy turned against them. David lost important projects, and suddenly their world started to crumble. The bank loans piled up, and they found themselves drowning in debt. Their dream house was at risk. Desperate to find a way out, they remembered a place where dreams sometimes came true, Las Vegas. They drove to Vegas, hearts filled with hope. If they could win enough money, they could save their home. David had always been good with numbers, and Diana believed in luck. Together, they felt unstoppable. Under the bright lights of the casino, they placed bets, winning at first. Their excitement grew, their laughter filled the air. But luck is a fickle friend. In just a few hours, their winnings disappeared, and their last dollar was gone. Sitting at the bar, drowning in disappointment, they caught the attention of a man. He was older, elegant, and exuded confidence. His name was John Gage, a billionaire who played life like a game. He watched people, understood their weaknesses, and made offers no one could refuse. He had seen the love between David and Diana, the way they looked at each other. It fascinated him. Gage approached them, charming and smooth. He invited them to his table, offering them chips to play. David hesitated, but Diana convinced him. They played, they won, and for a moment their worries disappeared. Gage watched Diana closely, admiring her beauty, her grace. He wasn't just a man with money. He was a man used to getting what he wanted. As the night went on, Gage made a shocking proposal. $1 million for one night with Diana. The world around them seemed to freeze. Diana and David laughed at first, thinking it was a joke, but Gage was serious. One night. No questions asked. In return, they would have the money to save everything they had built together. David's pride screamed no. How could he even consider such a thing? Diana was his wife, the love of his life. But the weight of their debts crushed them. That money could change everything. They argued, emotions running high. Diana tried to reason with David. Wasn't their love stronger than one night? Wouldn't it survive anything? That night they lay in bed, unable to sleep. The offer hung in the air like a heavy cloud. They imagined a future where they lost their home, where they struggled endlessly. Was one night too high a price to pay for a lifetime of security? In the morning, with trembling hearts, they made a decision. Diana agreed. Gage arranged everything. A helicopter, a luxurious yacht, a night of extravagance. David watched as Diana left, his heart breaking. He told himself it was just one night, but something inside him screamed that things would never be the same. Diana was treated like a queen. Gage was a gentleman, charming and respectful. He didn't force anything, letting the night unfold naturally. But the details of what happened between them remained a mystery. When Diana returned, David could barely look at her. She reached for him, but he pulled away. Doubts consumed him. Could he ever touch her again without remembering that night? Could he ever forget? Diana tried to reassure him, telling him she loved only him, that it was just a moment in time. But the distance between them grew. They had the money, but they lost something greater. Their love, once unbreakable, now had cracks. Every look, every touch felt different. Guilt and jealousy poisoned their happiness. David couldn't escape the images in his mind, the thoughts of what might have happened. Diana felt his pain, but she didn't know how to fix it. David became distant, pushing Diana away. He spent nights alone, lost in his thoughts, drinking to numb the pain. Diana, heartbroken, tried to reach him, but he was slipping further away. They had thought their love was invincible, but now it was hanging by a thread. Gage, sensing the rift between them, didn't disappear. He approached Diana again, offering her a life without pain, without struggle. He told her that David would never see her the same way again, that their love had been damaged beyond repair. Diana, vulnerable and exhausted, started to wonder if he was right. One night, David made a terrible decision. He told Diana to go to Gage, to be with him if that's what she wanted. His pride, his pain, it pushed her away. Diana, feeling lost, walked into Gage's world. She didn't love him, but he offered her stability, comfort. Maybe love wasn't enough after all. David watched her leave, realizing too late what he had done. He had let his love slip through his fingers. The $1 million meant nothing now. He had won money, but lost his soul. Time passed, and Diana became a part of Gage's life. But her heart remained with David. She smiled for the cameras, dressed in expensive clothes, but inside she felt empty. Gage, despite all his power, knew he could never truly have her heart. One day, Gage did something unexpected. He let her go. He told her that love wasn't something money could buy. He saw the way she still longed for David, the way she still carried his love inside her. And for the first time, he did something selfless. Diana returned to the place where she and David had first fallen in love, and there he was, waiting. The pain, the mistakes, the heartbreak, it all led them back to this moment. They had lost each other, but now they had a second chance. David looked into her eyes, understanding everything without words. They embraced, knowing that love, real love, was worth more than any amount of money. It wasn't about wealth, comfort, or security. It was about them. They walked away together, leaving behind the past, ready to rebuild what they had almost lost. Because love, true love, always finds a way back.